Hi, I'm Luke Hornbury, and this is Practical Skills of a Forest School Programme 2.4 demonstrates methods of cooking over a campfire with due regards to personal hygiene. So, regarding personal hygiene, I've pre-prepared all our items of food that we're going to be cooking. The vegetables are cut, the pasta's in a tub. Again, we have our first aid kit ready to go in case of an emergency. Any accidents, we've got our water to put on the fire in case. So today we are going to be frying, boiling, and we've got a jacket potato to put on the fire. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to place our jacket potato onto the fire, because that'll be longest to cook. So first I'm going to get our pan. I'm going to top it up with water, ready to boil. I'm going to get our pasta pre-packeted. I'm going to put this into the water. And then I'm going to place this on the fire with the handle away. We don't want that getting hot. Secondly, we are going to fry. So I'm going to place this on the fire, again handle away, and I am going to be throwing in our vegetables. So we got some onions. Now this is a non-stick pan, so we're not going to use oil. We're going to be throwing in our onions, and we're going to be throwing in our peppers. So we've also got our utensils ready to go. So we're going to get out our fish slice, be turning things, and we also have our spatula for the pasta. So we're going to wait for this to come up to heat before we start doing anything. Now there's many methods to cook over the campfire, this is just a few. Now these are sizzling already. Now I have waited for the flames to die down quite a bit, because we don't want to scorch the food. So this is quite hot because the water is starting to get a few bubbles in there already. Now when we're cooking around the campfire, we're not going to be asking people to surround the campfire, because we don't want any accidents to happen. People will be invited in. One of the reasons why I have actually pre-cut the vegetables and things, put them into pans, is because we don't want any contamination. If we're doing it outside, there's chances of things dropping on the floor, there's chances of flies landing on them. We don't want that. And the wind has just changed. So they're sizzling away nice. Now, that wind has changed quite a bit, but as the camera's already set up, I don't want to be moving around. So once the pasta's boiled and gone soft, we're going to strain the water and we're going to be adding some bolognese sauce to it to make a nice pasta dish. Right, I'm just going to give that a bit of a turn over. Now what I didn't want to do was just get some marshmallows and make some s'mores, which is another thing that the kids really enjoy. I'm going to leave that to cook a little bit. I'm going to get my pasta spatula and give them a stir. As you can see, the water's boiling there. Now I could sit here for another 15 minutes talking to the camera waiting for the pasta to boil. So what I'll do is I'll come back in a second. So the pasta's now at a rolling boil. I've took the vegetables off so they don't get too crisp and burnt. So what I'm going to do now, because the pasta is nearly done, nice, I'm going to place the vegetables back on and add the bolognese sauce. Now the fire's died down, but the coals are still very hot. So I'm going to let the pasta cook for a little longer while I get this pasta sauce and vegetables up to heat, and then we will add the pasta to our dish. Let that simmer for a minute. Now it's really important that you make sure you keep the handles outside of the fire, because you do not want to grab hold of a handle while it is roasting hot. As you can see, we're getting a bit of heat in the dish now. Again, the wind has changed direction. As you can see, I'm still making sure that the leg is in front of the knee and leg, to give us extra support. That's looking good. So now what I'm going to do, strain some water off and slowly add the pasta into our dish. Now the jacket spud we will come to in a second. I'm going to remove this and put it over here on our bricks. And now I'm going to cook this in. So I do this over here for ease. That's feeling nice and soft. Cooking lovely. Gonna get our bowl ready. We're going to serve up our pasta dish. leave it at the side of the fire. Let's get all the plate for our jacket potato. Change leg. All we're going to do is slowly open the tin foil, see how well we've done. And that is the perfect jacket potato. So the methods of cooking we've used here, we've used frying, we used boiling, and we've had a jacket potato. So we've baked it directly on the flame. And I hope that's good enough for methods of cooking.